Friends, welcome to part 3 of Lost Spring. This is the story of Mukesh, a Bengal maker from Firozabad, Uttar Pradesh. Mukesh has a dream. He wants to be motor mechanic and drive his own car. Most of the people in Firozabad do not dare to dream, but Mukesh is different. He has a dream. He wants to be motor mechanic and drive his own car. But the author's opinion about his dream is that his dream is a mirage. A mirage is an optical illusion. Many times in summer, when we look down the road, we see water on the road. Actually, that is not water, only an illusion. In author's opinion, the dream of Mukesh is also an illusion. She thinks that it will not be fulfilled. There is a very low probability of its being realized because there is lack of resources, opportunities and favorable circumstances for Mukesh. Many children like Mukesh work in bangle making factories or glass blowing industry. Firozabad is the hub of glass making industry in India. There are many harmful effects of this industry on children. They lose the brightness of their eyes due to darkness, polish of glass and high temperature. They also get respiratory and skin problems as they walk in dark and dingy cells near very hot furnaces. There is no proper light and fresh air there. The living conditions of the Bengal makers is also very pathetic. Their streets are stinking and full of garbage. Their houses are like huts. The doors of the houses are wobbly. Wobbly means shaky. The walls are crumbling. They are breaking into pieces. There are no windows in their houses. Human beings and animals live together. The author goes to the house of Mukesh and she meets the grandmother of Mukesh. Her attitude towards their plight is very traditional and fatalistic. She thinks that bangle making is their destiny, it is their karma, it is a God given lineage. She thinks that bangle making is God given ancestry or lineage. Bengal making is their destiny, it is their fate. So we can say that Mukesh's grandmother is fatalistic. She is very traditional also because she thinks that they cannot say no to God. This work has been given to them by God. They cannot refuse to do so because they are born in the caste of Bengal makers. This attitude of Mukesh's grandmother is typical of the attitude of the people of Firozabad. They all believe that they cannot change their destiny. They are born in this caste of bangle makers, so they are bound to make bangles. Now the question is, why can't the people of Firozabad change their destiny? There are many reasons for that. The most prominent one of them is that they have lost their ability to dream and take any new initiative, and they don't have money to do anything else. Any business requires money, but these people don't have any money. They know no other work. They have seen only bangles since their childhood. They haven't received any training to do any other work. So they don't know any other work except bangle making. They have no leader who can show them a new perspective. They are also caught in the vicious circle of middlemen, moneylenders, policemen, bureaucrats, and lawkeepers. If they try to come out of this quagmire of bangle making, they are not allowed to do so. When they organize themselves and make a cooperative, they are lifted up by police for doing something illegal. So we can say that they are caught in this evil trap of middlemen, moneylenders, policemen, bureaucrats, and keepers of law. They don't allow them to stop this work of bangle making. They are constantly exploited by these people. There are two different worlds in Firozabad which are seen by the author Anis Jung. The first world is the world of family, which forces children into child labor because of two things: poverty and stigma of caste. These people are poor. They are born in the caste of bangle makers. Because of these two reasons, they let their children adopt this bangle making very naturally. Families force their children to become child laborers. They have no other choice. On the other hand, there is that vicious circle of middlemen, moneylenders, policemen, bureaucrats, and keepers of law. They also exploit these people. Now there are some questions, dear students, for you. You can pause the video and note down the questions and practice them. These 6 questions are based on part 1, the story of Sahib Alam. These questions are based on the second part of the story of Mukesh. Then there are some important long answer questions. Some of them have been FAQs, frequently asked questions, in CBSE board papers. You can practice them. And from last year, CBSE has also introduced extract based questions from prose. So there are some very important extract based questions for you. There are 3 extracts in this video which you can practice. Thank you very much, dear students.